from ringing in 2024. So this morning, we're going to get some helpful tips on how to reset in the new year from psychiatrist Dr. Yalda Safai.
Welcome back.
You know I love psychiatry first thing in the morning. How do we start the new year with an optimistic mindset?
Sure. So the end of the year is the time we tend to sit and measure our annual accomplishments. There's also a lot of pressure to set new goals for ourselves going into the new year, which can be extremely anxiety-provoking, especially if you haven't accomplished all the things you wanted to do the past year. But listen, going into the new year thinking about all the things you didn't do the previous year is no way to start the year. You want to start the year on an optimistic note, right? So the thing I like to do at the end of the year is I like to jot down all the things I did achieve. I don't think about all the things I failed to do. And it's impossible to go an entire year without achieving something, right? Even if that something is so insignificant to you, I would just jot it down, review it. It helps you get into a more positive mindset. Also, going into the new year, I try to make a pact with myself that there'll be no negative self-talk. I'm not going to be critical of myself, even if I don't accomplish.
Yeah, and how's that go?
Be very silent in my brain.
Let me tell you, if you can't make this pact with yourself that you're not going to be critical at the end of the year if you didn't accomplish all your goals, then just pause on the goal setting until you perfect this skill, because it's really important.
Can I have regular negative talk and not focus about it?
Why are you going into the new year thinking about anything negative? We want to start the year on a positive note.
Yeah. Do you think having a beneficial, resolution mindset is beneficial?
So I don't like this word. Why? Because resolutions to me means resolving a problem or a contentious matter, which carries a negative connotation to it. So I like to swap out that word for something that's positive and uplifting to me, like aspirations, goals, intentions. Vocabulary matters, so pick the word carefully.
Okay, so how do you set the aspirations?
How do you set that?
Yeah, and how do you prevent failure?
What are some of your intentions this year?
Give
me.
I got one.
Go ahead.
Eat less sugar.
Okay, that's good.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's
Eat
a
less
good
sugar.
one.
That's mine too.
That's really good. So the thing is, most people try to do too much too fast.
Right.
Okay, they set themselves up for failure. We want to prevent feeling like we failed at the end of the year.
So we should eat sugar.
No, we want to make small, attainable goals for ourselves. For example, if you haven't been to the gym in 6 months, don't make it your resolution or goal
To go every day.
to run a marathon at the end of January. You're likely not going to do it.
Right.
You're going to feel bad about yourself. The sugar example, don't tell yourself you're going to eliminate sugar altogether. Small baby steps. Say you're going to cut down. You're going to, cut down by maybe going 3 days a week without eating any sugar. You can do that, right?
Yeah, I said less sugar.
Yes, small, attainable goals.
I said less
exactly.
sugar.
And we want to prevent feeling like we failed. So don't make a laundry list of 20 items you want to accomplish for the year. You're likely not going to get through all of them, right? So I would say pick 3 goals that are important to you. 3 is a doable number. Make them small, make them specific. The vaguer it is, the harder it is to stick to it. So make it small, specific.
Small and specific, like move to Palm Springs.
Very small. That's very small.
It's so specific, though.
Maybe try taking a trip twice a year. Start with that.
Yeah, we'll go there.
Exactly. Start there.
So what else can we do? Like if we are trying to set goals and in the past we've failed, how do we prevent failure from...
So the research done in Cornell back in 2017 showed that the most important reason people stuck to their resolutions was intentions, was whether they found them enjoyable. So if you're not enjoying what you're doing, you're probably not going to follow through. So don't pick something just because you feel like it's something you have to do. The running example, yes, it's good for you, but don't pick that just because you think it's healthy. Make sure you're enjoying it and have a plan to keep the momentum going. Because, making a goal for yourself and following through with it spikes the substance in our brain called dopamine. Dopamine is the feel-good hormone. It makes us feel happy. But eventually that dopamine levels off as we start doing the same thing over and over again. So if we don't have a plan to keep the momentum going, we're likely not going to follow through. So have a plan.
Have a plan. All right. We're going to take a little break for more tips on resetting the new year when we come back. Stick around.
Dr. Yalda Safai, we're getting some helpful tips on how to reset in the new year. Okay, so how beneficial are check-ins and how do we go about doing that?
Of course. What I like to do at the end of the month, I schedule regular check-ins with myself to make sure I'm on track for my goal and modify things as I see fit. Because things change throughout the year, right?
Yeah, of course.
So you want to modify, make little tweaks to your goal at the end of each month. So that's what I would do.
That's like you with the robbing the people of the trivia mug. You get your average.
Yeah.
You like
Yeah.
to see how well you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I check in with myself. I say, self, how am I doing?
Good.
And then myself says, you're doing great.
Great. Positivity. Great.
What else is there important to prevent failure in setting new goals?
Remember, failure is a part of life,
Right.
okay? Setbacks happen. Don't beat yourself up when you're faced with a failure or a setback. Those who succeed persevere when they're faced
That's
with
right.
hardships or difficulties, okay? So keep trying. Also, I would keep in mind, think of the why instead of the what. Why am I setting this goal for myself? Remind yourself that and use it as fuel to drive you forward.
Because I'm sick of winter. That's why Palm Springs. I'm going to persevere. Because listen to this. I'm going to persevere with my plan that we should all move to Palm Springs. Yes, all of you too. We're all invited. All move to Palm Springs.
Yeah, we could do the show there.
We could totally do the show there, by the way. Totally do the show there.
Thank you so much. All right, if you need some more information, go to our website. Coming up next, Maisie Peters.